Thank you and greetings, everyone. It's been great learning and understanding the situation of Zambia. Believe me, when it comes to regions I've lived, witnessed, and served, we face the same situations and issues. But obviously, it had different scenarios. But the richness was felt as under the context of tribalism and hate speech. International standards are clear that expression cannot be restricted solely on the basis that is offensive or insulting, and this includes speech that may be hateful. When I look into the matter of tribalism, the dirtiest word in politics these days is considered tribalism. For religious influencers and policymakers, tribalism is a blind group loyalty that is tearing apart common sense, which I call morality to have a say on right or wrong. Mindless tribal affiliations drive divisions, prevents from finding common ground. The great danger of tribalism, we are told, is that it transforms political leaning into social identities, creating political chaos, gridlock, and decay. Indeed, if these tribal leaders put their personal interests aside, and if these tribal leaders learn according to the need of time, we would have enormous potential to change the current rigidness and stagnancy. If tribalism removes the rigidness to learn and to have the acceptability of the adaptations, of bringing change for quality of life and human rights principles, we would value or know how to live like tribes, to make rules together, to develop consensus, to work out difficult problems without calling out for help from outside. In fact, tribes, real tribes, provide a great deal of meaning, community, and connections. As more as we talk about communications, most of the communication take place in digital form. The full range of public conversations are moving online, in groups, in broadcasts, in text, video, even with the help of emojis. These discussions reflects the diversity of human experience. Some are enlightening and informative, others are humorous and entertaining, and others still are political or religious. Some can also be hateful and ugly. Most responsible communications platform and system are now working hard to restrict this kind of hateful content. Article 19, Section 2 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, which guarantees the right to everyone to have their freedom of speech or expression. Additionally, Article 20, Section 2 of ICCPR obligates states to prohibit any advocacy of national, racial, or religious hatred that constitutes incitement to discrimination, hostility, or violence. The United Nations Human Rights Committee has interpreted Article 20, Section 2 narrowly, and in its jurisprudence has set out a number of conditions to determine when speech should be prohibited. To overcome these issues, what we have started is international learning and engagements with the name of Women Ascension, Peace and Justice, where we have peace advocates to indulge youth around the world to understand the sensitivity of the issues of peace, and in which Gloria and Parciana are playing key role among other mentors, where we are playing the role of setting the intent that hatred should be prohibited. For the incitement, we have asked our interns to choose a topic of their interest, and from there, we will try to teach them how to resolve certain conflicts without discrimination so that they will learn through research and interacting with the conflicted areas. The last thing which is important to understand is the idea or speech that is offensive should be prohibited. And here comes the practice and learning of pluralism, which is the answer towards sustainability of peace and growth. The result of this internship will be shared with the government, policymakers, human rights institutions, academia, and media, with the ultimate objective of highlighting its solutions towards peace and conflict resolutions, and above all, preparing these youths for the current leadership. If you talk about my country, it's been such a long time that Pakistan has been battling the effect of hate speech, particularly against religious and ethnic minorities, women, and other marginalized groups. In recent years, Hate speech and subsequent incitement to violence has moved into the online space, where its incident has grown exponentially and where the perpetrator enjoy relative exemption for their action. The good part, they are not facing backlash from the people who have genuine concerns for the country. As you are trying to put your effort towards Zambia, we are as well. Unfortunately for Pakistan, you will see more coverage towards negativity than that of the positive and real side of Pakistan. Let's double the effort with time, and I'm positive that we are on the right path. Just we don't have to give up with the influences that force us to either do or say wrong that causes division and chaos. So that's all for my side. If you have any questions, I'm open for it. Thank you.